Okay, Frieren episode 9, Himmel's Memoirs. Now, they kind of started off in a new town and they're going to be fighting these dragons. I know that y'all caught Fern and Stark holding hands, trying to comfort each other, worried about fighting these flighted dragons. I know y'all saw that. And then apparently, Frieren saying somebody won't come out unscathed was really referring to Stark because he's the one who got his head chomped. Farron and Frieren noticed that Stark really didn't take as much physical damage as they would have expected from him getting his head bitten by dragons. And Frieren was kind of attributing that to him being a warrior class, and like Eisen was similar in that way. But my question is, I'm wondering if Stark does have some sort of special protection going on that protects him from physical damage. This episode especially connected back to Frieren's journey with her previous party. How is it that Himmel was so wise, especially considering that he seems so young? I mean, for one thing, he taught Frieren about requesting payment from everybody because they're trying to help people. And he said, if we end up making people indebted to us, that's not really helping them. And that gave us some insight into partly why Frieren requests those grimoires as payment for their acts of service. Another way that Himmel was wise is that he thought of recording his journey, and so he started to write that memoir. I was wondering if maybe he used it as a diary and then it would have some of his thoughts, opinions, and feelings about some of his other party members. Maybe wondering what he would have said about Frieren. Just wondering. Now, Frieren kind of flipped through it, maybe read through it, and she said it was filled with minutia about their journey, but is that really true? What do we think's really in this memoir? I was really glad that Frieren got to keep the memoir because, she has such a connection to Himmel. And in fact, I do love how the show keeps connecting present day to the past. It creates this sense of nostalgia. It connects, the characters emotionally. And also, like, as we're watching, we get to learn lessons alongside Frieren. Now, this episode gave us a couple of teasers. The first being, what is up with Dinkin? Haven't seen him in a minute. And then also, the ferry captain alluded to these rumors of a golden land. And then they totally gave us images of Frieren like doing like a side eye. Hmm. So seems like she knows something. What's going on with that? Dinkin, golden land. What's coming up? Very enjoyable episode. Everyone made it out okay. Anime makes me happy, and that's the tea.